Hello everyone, I welcome to your Footwear Computer Aided Design classes. In the previous section of the 3D sports shoe design, we have learnt about the pattern development, applying the texture and stitches to the specific portions of the sports shoe styles. Now in this class we will learn about the following essential concept of 3D as like application of the texture to interlining portions, introducing the cushioning effect, application of laces and soles to the specific styles of the sport shoes. So let's start. You can see that in the previous class here up to here we have completed. Now the further process we will start. So first of all we have to come to this icon. Now we have to off the last. Now we have to apply the interlining textures. This is called the interline portions of the sport shoe. Now we have to apply the textures to these portions. First of all we have to select this portion. The selection we have to go to the back material, back, and go to the texture. Now we have to select the texture, whatever specific textures and you want, you can apply over here like this. Similarly we have to select this portion and go to the back texture, and you have to select the texture as usual. Similarly we have to select the toe wings interlining portions. We have to go to the back texture, to select the texture, and we can apply colors as usual. In the same way we have to select the outer portions of the toe wings and go to the back texture, and then we have to select this texture. Now we have to select this interlining tongue portion, and we have to go to the texture, and then you have to select this texture and apply over here. In the same way we have to select the other sides of the portions, and we have to apply the texture. Now come to the next very important portion. This is called the heel grip of the. So now we have to select this heel grip portions and go to the back texture and select the texture, and then you can apply the color over here. Texture, and we have to specify the texture, and likewise we can apply the colors to the interlining portions of these sports shoes. Now we have to select these portions, and then we have to go to the back texture, to select this texture. After the selection we can mirror it, and it automatically will be mirrored to the other side. If you are not comfortable with that, go to the back texture and select the texture and apply over here. Now we can see that to the interlining portion of this sports shoes we have applied the background texture. Now the next very important operations is that how we can apply the cushioning effect to our sports shoes. To apply the cushioning effect, suppose we want to apply the cushioning effect to these portions of the collar, so we have to go to the padding, and then we have to select both front and back, and in back we have to increase this padding. If you will increase, you can apply, and then OK. Now we have to select this one and mirror it. In other side also it will be applied automatically. Now we have to apply the cushioning interfacing gap between the counter portions. we have to select and go to the padding, and then you can see it, and you can increase from here, and you can give the cushioning effect, and then OK. After the application of cushioning effect, you have to mirror it automatically in the other side also. That cushioning effect will be applied. Now we have to select the tongue portions, and we have to apply the cushioning effect to this pattern. Now we can see here we have to go to the back and front both, and then we have to increase here height, and then now we have to quality, we can off, and then OK. After the application of this cushioning effect, we have to select this one and mirror it. Now it will be applied to the other side also. Likewise, we can see we have to select this one and go to the padding. So we have to apply the padding to these portions of the sport shoes, and then we have to select the front and back both. Now you have to increase here into 2.5 cushioning, and then you have to increase the quality, and then OK. Now you can see that the cushioning effects has been introduced into the quarter portions. Now you have to select it and mirror it, and automatically that effect will be applied to the other sides also. Now we can see that very nice and attractive cushioning effects we have introduced to the interlining materials of these sport shoes. Now next very important operation is that we have to apply the laces to these portions. For that purpose, we have to open the last, and we have to close all the stitches, and then first of all we have to go to the 3D, and we have to select the 3D point, and then we have to apply the points in the center of the eyelets. Similarly, we have to go to the other side, and we have to apply the points in the center of the eyelids. After the application of the points, we have to close the texture, and we have to see whether the points has been applied or not. So now we can see the points has been applied very perfectly. Next very important points is that we have to draw a line. So from this point we have to start drawing by clicking left, and we have to come to this point, and we have to end it over here. Similarly, from this point you have to draw a line up to the end of this point, and then finish the line. Similarly, we have to repeat the process. Over here. And finish the line. From here to here, and we have to finish the line, and then OK. Now we can see that the lacing point lines, guidelines we have drawn, we can see in the side view whether it is perfectly etched or not. After the introducing of these things, we have to select this line. After the selections of this line, we have to insert the point. Likewise, in the same manner, we have to insert the point. Similarly, we have to insert the point over here in the center, at the center of this also. Finally, we have to select this point. Next very important points is that we have to uplift these guidelines. We have to select this line and then we have to go to the offset menu and we have to enter here 6 mm and hit the enter button. Similarly, we have to select the other one. We have to uplift all these guidelines by the 6 mm and now open, and you have to check whether it is properly adjusted or not. If not, so we have to go to the move and then we have to select this one and we have to increase it. Now we can see it has been adjusted properly. Similarly, other side we have to select this point and we have to increase and we can check. Now it's okay. Now we have to go to the other points. We have to go to the offset menu and then we have to select the point and we have to enter here 6. Similarly, in all the points we have to enter the 6 mm uplift. We have to select this point and we have to enter here 6 mm, hit the enter. After that, we have to recheck it whether it is properly matching opening with the eyelet holes or not. We have to close it and then we have to go to the move and we have to move it like this. This side has completed. Now we have to come to this side and we have to check. In the same way, we have to increase it little bit. Any more? Okay. Similarly, we have to select this point. Then we have to go to the offset menu and we have to select this point again and we have to enter here uplifting point 6 mm. Similarly, 6 mm. As usual, we have to uplift the guidelines 6 mm, 6 mm. Here we have to enter 6 mm with the enter. Similarly, over here with the enter. Now we have to recheck it whether the guideline is properly matching with the eyelet holes or not. Here is some mistakes appearing, so we have to select, go to the move tool and we have to select this point and now we can see it is adjusted properly. to this next side we have to see, close it, and we have to move it ahead, and we have to check it. Yeah, it's okay. Similarly, we have to come to the final one. We have to select this one, go to the offset menu, again select the point. We have to enter here 6 uplifting gap, 6 mm, and similarly 6 mm to all the points. We have to carefully enter the amount. We should not do any mistake. It's okay. Now we have to recheck whether it is properly adjusted or not. So we have to go to the move tools and we have to move it like this. It's okay. Now we have to come to the other side, and the same way we have to readjust this line and okay. After the uplifting of all these guidelines, we have to select any one of the guideline. We have to go to the pipe and geometry, and we have to select this geometry, and we have to start tracing like this laces. Again, you have to select the geometry. We have to select second one, and from bottom to other side, from one side to other side we have to apply. Similarly, we have to select this guideline for the laces, and we have to apply. Next, geometry. Like this we have to apply. Select the geometry, and from here to here we have to apply. After the application of the laces, okay, now we have to open. Now you can see that very attractive and beautiful types of laces has been applied to these shoes. Come to the next point, that is called the application of soles. How we can apply the soles to these 3D sport shoes. So for that purpose we have to go to the 3D nodes, and we have to select the sole and go to the new, and we have to select the back sole. So now you have, first of all you have to select the inner baseline and the outer baseline. After the selections of this inner base and outer baseline, you have to increase the height of the sole. Using 10. To surface, and then okay. Now we can see that the soles is also being applied to these shoes. After the application of this sole, if you want change the textures of the soles, you have to select this and go to the texture and select the texture, and like this texture you can apply. Now you can see that very beautiful and attractive 3D sports shoes has been completely designed. If you will off the last, and now you can see. Now we have to apply the insole pattern. So we have to select the inner one and go to the texture, and then you have to select any one texture, and then now you can see that the insoles patterns has also been introduced into this sports shoes. Now finally you can, before the manufacturing, you can see the final views of your sport shoes. Now we can see here double, we can delete unwanted double lines. This is the final look of your sport shoes. Before manufacturing, you can see the outlooks of your articles. If you are comfortable with these designs and articles, then you can further process, you can start. I hope that this class will be very much helpful for you. Thanks for this class.